Hey guys, Mighty Gazelle here, back with more reading the My Hero Academia manga. This is chapter 347. No title yet, don't know what it is. But apologies for not getting this up at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. or whenever I usually get these up, my time, West Coast. I was dead tired last night, and I got home from work and I just crashed. And then I woke up and it's like daytime. I'm like, well, I guess they're gonna have to put up with me having daylight in my videos. So, apologies for the delay, thanks for waiting, and let's dive in. Last we left off, Mirko was in a precarious situation because Shigaraki somehow has some sort of ability that isn't blocked by Erase. Now, personally, I think Mirko's going to live. That's the definition of a cliffhanger, a tease, however you want to put it. Some people are drawing attention to the fact that she apparently lost her robotic leg during that attack. And I'm just thinking to myself, clearly Hatsume and the others have a plan for this. If they have parts that regenerate for the floor of the place they're fighting, they obviously have parts for her. Other than that, though, no predictions for this chapter. So let's just dive on in. Oh, okay, first panel. Already gross. I forgot to mention last chapter, we also had Shigaraki having this really gross hand amalgamation thing, and we're starting right off with that, and it's just like this. It's just fingers branching off from each other like some sort of tree from his arm. An enraged Shigaraki closes in. Okay, that's so gross. That's so gross. It just spreading from his hand like a shotgun blast. Bakugo shouts, "Arrgh! What the hell?" As we get, I think that's Genus jumping off of his platform as these hands just, they actually collide with the UA building. That's so gross. This is like Horikoshi's dream come true though. He loves hands. You guys know this. He does hands really well. The fact that they're so realistic and detailed is what makes it gross here, because it's just morphing into each other. What the hell? Shouts presumably best genist. Is this? As the just collides with the UA building. We haven't seen Mirko yet. She was point blank in that blast. Phantom Thief. Someone shouts to Monoma. I'm looking right at him. As he's got the manual water on his eyes, and he's his hair's back. So, by the way, I guess that erasure quirk actually just makes your hair go back. People always question how does it make his hair and the scarf and stuff fly? The quirk, it just ching, I don't know, it's effect. Erasure is properly activated. That shot says, "What? Then it's not a quirk? This is just growth, nothing but flesh." I'm assuming Shigaraki saying this. Oh, it's so gross. Just like the hairs on your head, or the nails on your hands grow. A quirk will evolve, so the body must adapt to it, giving birth to a new form. This is the peak of supernatural society, Dr. Garaki's so-called quirk singularity. So he's achieved quirk singularity? That's what we're seeing here? Quirk singularity is disgusting. The next shot's bad. It's just, okay, I'll explain the picture after I read the text. Heroes have been turning their backs to this reality, trying to suppress the true future of humanity. So oblivious. We get Shigaraki, and then just from his left hand, it's just a bunch of fingers. Branching off of each other. Millions of them. That is disgusting. I don't think hands by themselves are disgusting. I think they're cool. I like how Horikoshi draws them, and they're really detailed. But this, the way some of the nails are morphing, and just nails themselves are kind of gross. I will say. I don't even want to linger on that anymore. We get Mirko, who is alive. What did I say? No way they just. By the way, people who think that Horikoshi is some sort of misogynist for killing female characters. Every time people are he only kills female characters. Do you forget? I want to go on a little mini rant here. Do you forget Twice, Night Eye, Crust? Do people just forget about them? Come on. And clearly here, Mirko's alive. He wasn't going to kill her. I mean, she might die eventually, but that was obviously a fake out. Spare, she says, there we go. Boom. Pops up. We got more parts for arms and leg parts. Dude, I don't want to say I'm like a genius by thinking of that. I'm just more having faith in Hatsume and like Momo and stuff. Clearly they had a plan for this. If they have parts for the whole building, why would they have a combatant that they wouldn't also have spare parts for? That is so cool though. It's a little like window, like, oh, here's your legs, here's your arms. That's just cool. And she swapped them out for 2 new ones, new leg and new arm. She looks badass, by the way. I love the short hair look. It's great. Dynamite. I'll fend him off until we can regroup, so hang in there, she shouts. It's great explosion murder, God Dynamite. And you're the one who should stand back, he shouts. Dude, by the way, these two, I love that. This is a shot of them both like back to back. Like, Mirko is essentially the female Bakugo, and that they're both like headstrong, and they like to yell, and they're like, they'd rather go down swinging and die than like retreat, you know, like that. I love it. I love how they're back to back right here. Huh? Who do you think you're talking to, Brad? Yes. What's up? You want to go, stupid rabbit? I have no words. But this is amazing. Bakugo, my favorite character in the entire series, talking smack with who I deem is kind of like the, I'm not gonna say waifu of the series, but like the best female character, like badass female character in the series. That's just great. Focus up, you two, shouts Shinist. What we gotta do is obvious. Obvious, it says, and then we get the famous like side shot of Bakugo with the jaw open, but also we get one with Mirko. These two are cut from the same cloth, as Genos would say. That is amazing. I love that. Sensei, I'm doing it just like you taught me. This can't be my fault. He says Monoma, standing right next to Aizawa. I know that. Aizawa thinks to himself, those hands. And we get, what's the Wild Wild Pussycat that has the telepath? Is that Mandalay? Again, I'm so sorry. I get the Wild Wild Pussycats confused all the time. I think this is Mandalay. Eraser, I've gotten into contact with Midoriya-kun. Midoriya, says Aizawa on a headpiece, I presume. What's your location? What is Class A doing? Shouts Monoma in the back. Blaming Class A, of course. This is a great chapter so far. Sorry, Toga Himiko got me at Octo Island. Okay, so that's the location. That's the one place I didn't know the name of, Octo Island. I don't think we've ever heard of that before. Please warp, and then we get like interference. Wah. Who's shouting wah? Is that Deku? Aizawa ... He just looks a little bit frustrated. Amajiki says, we need to warp Midoriya back here. And Edshot replies, I'm afraid we can't. Monoma is unable to use 2 quirks at the same time. Switching from Erasure to Warp in order to recover Midoriya would take at least 10 seconds. Ooh. And they can't even hold off Shigaraki for 10 seconds? That's crazy. Eraser, you get it, right? He thinks to himself, these countless giant hands. If he's able to propagate decay through all of them, yeah, you're... Oh my god. If he is able to use decay through all those hands, there's no way they'll be able to contain him. But okay, I don't even know how to explain this. His hands have morphed into such a large monstrosity. It's actually bigger than the UA building, and it's threatening to like reach the cage that they're in. That is insane. How the hell are they going to stop him? The moment Erasure is lifted, we're done for, as we get a shot of Shigaraki smiling. That is a great shot of Shigaraki. That's one of the best shots of Shigaraki in a while, just like his face. That's good. Monoma looking a little bit pissed here. He's got a little pouty face. That's kind of cute. Midoriya. Sorry, you gotta make it back yourself, says Aizawa. Until then, as we get Genos pointing to Mandalay. I'm gonna call her Mandalay, because I think it's Mandalay. Who cares if we don't have one for all? I say we beat him right here and now, says Genos. I mean, you have a good team, but oh my god, yeah, you're right. Yeah, says Amajiki. Dude, okay, this team looks incredibly badass. Okay, there's a specific, okay, so on the right to left we have Edshot looking cool, Genius hand down looking fabulous, Nejire in the back looking cool, Bakugo looking ready, Amajiki sulking over as being intimidated, and you have Mirko standing on this wire and she's doing like a Bakugo pose. How you know Bakugo would like hunch over and like almost like a cat ready to pounce, and he's got the hands down. That's what she's doing right now. That's great. I love how she's Horikoshi's just fully embracing her becoming like like Bakugo. That's great. Approximately 200 kilometers off the Pacific coast. Okay, so Octo Island. Okay, we're actually cutting to Deku now. Ooh, that's exciting. Okay, we got a shot of the island from the distance. Pretty decent size looking island. On this shallow beach that wraps around the beautiful horizon was a resort built upon the southern islands. The main attraction of this island, Octo Aquarium, is internationally recognized as a tourist spot. As we get a shot of the building, Gang Orca shouting. Kuga Sakamata, also known as Gang Orca, is in charge of managing the aquarium. Watch out, he shouts. As whoa, okay, this is gonna be crazy. Because as far as we know, Toga's here with Uraraka and Deku. Yeah, people are like rooting for like an Uraraka Deku team up. I can totally understand why. I think that's gonna be really fun. We get some like huge rods flying up out of the ground and someone in the air. What is going on here? Bah! As we get this. What kind of Nomu is this? He's like flying in the air and he has no body except for a torso and a head, and has these pieces of meat or something flying around him, and that is a crazy ass Nomu. Hey boss, this one seems much tougher than the ones we saw in Jakku. Oh, Gang Orca's minions, you know, the guys who look like I love those guys. Those guys are cool. Did All For One stuff them with even more quirks? So this guy, he looks like a tribal dude. He's got like a tattoo on his face. He's got like a rod. Who's that guy? Moonfish is here. What do you know? Okay, I didn't expect that. We know Moonfish escaped from Tartarus with the others, but Moonfish is here, and he's actually attacking this tribal-looking hero. Flesh, as he's saying. His teeth are coming out. Dude, that's crazy. Moonfish looks creepy, by the way. He's got like... Why does he keep himself restrained? He's still restrained, it looks like. He's got like this ponytail with the chain on the back. He looks almost like a masochist. The Tartarus escapees are joining the party too, says Gang Orca. As Gang Orca breaks one of the tooth with his bare hands. Badass. Keep your fins up. Keep your head. It's like keep your eyes up, keep your heads up. But he says keep your fins up. Oh, we have wait, is man? Okay, wait. Selkie. Wait, is this Selkie? Why is Selkie here? I guess like anyone who can fight, you know, bring him in. I guess Selkie. Oh wow. Anyway, Froppy, are you okay? To think that they made it to the rear guard. Okay, she's in the rear guard at least. They acknowledge that she's not like a fighter. Yeah, but Deku and Uravity, says Froppy, got caught in the shockwave. This is a long chapter. I'm okay with that. It's just crazy. Got caught in the shockwave as we get a huge shot of the battle. We have Uraraka sprinting away, Deku kind of floating there, and we just have a huge battle. There's a giant looking Nomu in the back. He looks huge. He looks at least like 30, 40 feet tall, attacking something. And then a bunch of the heroes are battling. It's kind of in the foreground, and he kind of makes it a little less detailed on purpose to like just add to the insanity of all. But yeah, huge battle, really cool. Uraraka says, Deku-kun, what did Aizawa Sensei say? Deku replies, I have to go on my own. If they can't use warp, something must be wrong. Then hurry up, and as we get Toga sprinting in right behind Deku. Oh my god. Some people are hypothesizing that this is going to lead to like confessions of love, you know? Obviously Toga's going to shout out, I love you, Deku, because she does. She loves all these people in her own strange way. But people want like a Deku Uraraka confession here. I'm not rooting for that. I think if it happens, cool. But I just want insanity to ensue. With Toga here, insanity, boom, you can already check that off. She's sneaking up behind Deku. And Deku says, "Wow, oh, so that must be when he was communicating. That's the wah that he said. Maybe I don't know. But Rocket Toga comes up behind with like ching, like two blades. She literally goes for the kill almost right here. Don't go, Deku-kun. She says, "I love you, so please don't go." I told you she's just gonna say "I love you," like just right off the bat. Oh boy, what are we about to get into here? Don't go, Deku-kun. I love you, so please don't go. She shouts. Toga, Uraraka, as the water splashes in Uraraka's face. Even though she's charging while swinging a knife at me, my danger sense isn't activating, says Deku. She likes him so much that the threat is not registering as danger. As we get the, is that the third user who had danger sense? I kind of lost track of what user had what quirk. I think the third user was danger sense. She likes him so much that the threat is not registering as danger. Yeah, so the danger is being masked by her love for him. Really interesting scenario. We all figured that, though. Knowing there's more people like her out there makes me feel lucky to have lived to this day. What do you want from me? Says Deku. I want you to be my boyfriend. As people are dying behind her. Like there's people getting slashed behind her. And then you have like, you're doing this pose. That's a great shot of Toga, by the way. She looks actually really adorable here. I'm not someone who, like, I'm not the biggest Toga fan. I've always stood by, I think most people like Toga because of her design and like, oh, cute schoolgirl. It was a little bit insane, kind of like a Harley Quinn, with a unique quirk. I've never knocked anyone for liking or like thinking that she's great or anything. But this is a great shot of Toga. I will say this is one of the best shots. I love the juxtaposition of her like looking so cute, holding a knife in the background. There's just murder and death in this battle. That's so stupid and great. I love it. Emotions running high. It only escalates in the next chapter. So this girl's love is so intense, Uraraka thinks, and then Deku continues with his own thoughts. It puts people in danger. Chapter 347 end. Wow. This is a great chapter. We're about to get, like, I feel like this fight is gonna be... I just, Horikoshi, whatever you do, make it, like, the most unique fight of the series. And when I say unique, like, obviously, in her back pocket, she's got the twice blood, right? That alone is crazy. It could lead to anything. But you have this other layer to it, where it's Toga who loves, I don't want to use quotation because she actually does love Deku. She loves Uraraka, but she also wants to like maim them and kill them. You have that, and then you have Deku and Uraraka who, I'm sorry, all of you out there who don't want this to happen, but like they have their own thing going on. We saw this set up a little bit a few chapters ago. I'm not making this a shipping conversation, but like it's an obvious thing that's there. They have their own backstory and chemistry and stuff. So this is kind of like the battle of love. That's actually that. Why is that? That's just so funny. As this war is going on behind them and people are dying, I don't even know what to say. Like anything can happen. I want like I don't want confessions. I just want like emotions to be let out there during this. That would make this like one of the most interesting fights ever. Not to mention the cliffhanger we got with Bakugo versus Shigaraki and his friends. Like I think that might be the fight that we continuously get updates on as we go throughout all these other fights. Like we'll get this fight, a little bit of Shigaraki fight, that fight, a little bit of Shigaraki fight. I think that'll be the one that continuously gets slow progression throughout this war as we get updates on all these. So now we're getting to Deku. We still have Dabi versus Shoto. That's huge. You can't leave that hanging for too long because obviously they're doing stuff. And you have Endeavor and the other and Tokoyami and stuff versus All for One. That's gonna be awesome. Like, there's so many great fights, and I think that they're just gonna keep kind of not drip feeding, but like solid updates collectively together to like culminate to something. And I think the Shigaraki one will be the one that they keep bouncing back and forth to as they go between all these other ones. That's my prediction. This is a great chapter though. I really do like this chapter. Moonfish is back. Some crazy looking Nomu. Bakugo and Mirko Jack John with each other. That's great. Really good chapter. Sorry again for having this out later than normal, but yeah, I've just been busy, got tired, and fell asleep. So hope you guys enjoyed, and leave your thoughts down below. And until next time, this has been Mighty Gazelle, hoping you all have a mighty day. See you guys.